Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Kyrie Irving is back, regardless of how you feel personally about the decision that he wants to make. Um, that's on you. But on the court alone, he's a tremendous basketball player. And I look for Kyrie to have some success. Now, obviously, you have Kiefer Sykes. He's a Chicago legend. Anytime you make it to the league from Chicago, you are a legend. He's a legend. Kiefer, he went to the same high school as Patrick Beverly. Obviously, he's, getting his real, a great opportunity right now in the NBA with the Indiana Pacers. And my man, Dwayne Washington Jr. went to Ohio State, the Ohio State University. Those were the starting backcourt, for the Pacers yesterday or last night. And both of them, they had solid games, but they were going against the Knicks team, that had Randall, R.J. Barrett. He had a tremendous game. And Randall and Barrett had a great game, actually. And you really look for Randall and Barrett to play great together. They can do some things potentially in the playoffs, possibly to play in, depending on how the rest of the season shakes out. But obviously, you see the Indiana Pacers, they're down a lot of people. They signed Lance Stevenson. He's not the same player that he once was. And Kyrie is licking his chops. And the Brooklyn Nets licking their chops. Obviously, they're coming off what if they lost 3 straight? They should have never lost to the Clippers without Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. Very bad losses. But Kyrie's back, and I look for him to have a big game. Or I won't say a big game, but a solid game. I think he's most likely going to be on a minutes restriction. So I'd say about 15 points, about 4 assists, maybe 2 rebounds. I think he should have maybe a couple fancy moves, but I think Kyrie can have a very solid game. This is a depleted Indiana Pacers team right now, and they have a lot of going on. We don't know, are they going to trade, Sabonis, Miles Turner. You wish T.J. Warren, was really there contributing. I love Karis LeVert. He's from Ohio, like myself, and but this is a Pacers team that, new head coach. Even though Rick Carlisle, he's been there before in Indiana. It's just right now, I just think it's Kyrie's night, and I think the Nets are they're gonna come away with victory. Just this is a huge, for the Nets. Now, obviously, they were the 1 seed for a lot of the season, but Kyrie's back, and when you have Kyrie, Harden, and Durant all together, they play terrific. The biggest thing is always 2 of them playing at the same time. But Kyrie, he's motivated, he's excited, he's playing road games. So this is great for the NBA. This new splash story. Obviously, we have Klay coming back, playing against the Cavs. A lot of guys is coming back, and, just hopefully, heading into this new year, or actually in the new year, that, some guys, turn out and step up, and you see guys making some names for themselves. Dwayne Washington and Kiefer, this is a tough task. They outscored the Knicks backcourt. I don't think Kyrie individually can hold his own against both of them. Watching Dwayne Washington, he was getting beat off the dribble a lot. If you go back and watch that game, Emmanuel quickly was having his way. If you see on social media, you see how he ran to the 3. He was on a fast break and he ran to the 3-point line, shot and missed, but he was dominating Dwayne Washington. Couldn't do anything with him. If you can't do nothing with quickly, unless Kyrie is super winded on a minutes restriction is going to be very hard for Dwayne. He's going to have to shoot better from 3 to keep the Pacers in this game. Miles Turner and Sabonis, they're going to be great on the boards, obviously. But, the 2 guards are going to have to step up if they want to win this game. I don't see it happening. I see Kyrie, making his presence felt, about 15 points and a victory for the Brooklyn Nets.